Yeah.
So let me ask you guys if you can give a step-by-step process, from the first step to the fifth step. Where would you guys start to build an e-commerce? Let's say you have no experience. Would you start educating yourself? Then I don't know, starting by finding the passion you have, and then by building the product around it. Uh, can you guys tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah. Milos, you
You
wanna
want to get it? Okay, okay. So
you wanna cover
I
that,
would start definitely knowledge.
or
Knowledge
you want me to go?
you shouldn't rush into anything, because if you rush into it, there are good chances that you're gonna fail first time. I mean, usually are. Even if you get the knowledge, you're gonna start and you're gonna fail and you're gonna figure stuff out, and then with time you're gonna be better and more experienced. So definitely knowledge. Knowledge is a great way to start. Like take a couple of months just like researching, see how the things are, get some feel to it, right? And then so it all gets down to how much budget you have to start the first project, right? So if you have a decent budget, you can be like, okay, I can outsource someone for branding, I can outsource someone for marketing, I can outsource this and that. But if you don't have the budget, then that's how me and Philip started. We were like, okay, Philip is gonna be in charge for influencer marketing and Instagram page branding, right? I was in charge for branding, for example, boxes, branding material, this and that, and in a relationship with suppliers. So we split ourselves. Okay, this is your responsibility. This is my responsibility. Let's work on it. Put it down like in a different steps. Okay, what do I need to, in order for us to get the product from A to B? What do we need to do? And then you break it down. Boom, 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 boom. I need to do this, and this, and then you break it down into more simple steps, and then you just work on it, right? Paper and pen, write everything down, and then work one by one. That's the beauty as a entrepreneur. You can take your time, how much you need, put everything line by line, work on it. You know, no one's rushing you anywhere. Do it, make sure it's right, right? So we how we started. He came up with the idea. For example, Carbon Cartel. He came up with the idea. He saw it from a competitor, and he's like, okay, we can make this better, right? So that's the thing. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You can get um, people. You can get the idea off the other brands, but I mean, it would be better if you can do something better about it, right? Because they're already in the game. They're already ahead of you. So how can you be better to get ahead of them, right? So you need to think that way. So he noticed that specific brand. We were like, okay, how can we get better? We started thinking how we can do it better. Then okay, what do we need to do about it? And start doing step by step, organizing everything to see how the business is going to go. Reach out to suppliers, start getting start networking to see how we're gonna make everything happen. And then yeah, it's just a process. uh, I'm not sure if this answered if I went too deep.
Yeah, it's a process, but it took us only a little bit of time to see the actual success. There's some stores that take more time, but for us it took us a few months, to, and it's a brand. This is a real brand versus drop shipping store. A drop shipping store is kind of you can have early success. You really can. But with building a brand, it goes really slowly in the beginning, and then it gets building way up later stages. So
And something that I think Philip mentioned earlier, that is highly underrated, and I think that especially young aspiring entrepreneurs should be thinking of is find something like just Philip was saying that you're passionate about, and then make it your work. While and you guys use the car business as an example. You just love cars, and so you say, hey, you know what, I'm just seeing this website, I want to make it better, let's start selling those products, and we love what we're doing basically. But I think there are a lot of people that they just dive into a business and they do something that they're not passionate about. Philip was mentioning about the diapers, you know and if I mean, nothing, nobody's judging you if you like diapers, but if you're not passionate about it, it's not something sustainable that you can keep. And if it's not sustainable, you cannot stay there and work for, many years and let it compound. So the business has not the same growth that it might have if you're there and you're passionate about it. So I think that was a really important message that you guys gave there.